All right, you guys, I want you to get back to your area. We're going to get started with our warm-up here. First thing is just going to be a little jog in place. We're going to start nice and slow, and we're going to start to increase that pace as we go over time. All right. Main goal here is just to get that entire body nice and warm. And then we're going to go into some dynamic stretches, a little bit more specific warm-up for that upper body before getting into the workout. And increase that pace just a little bit quicker. One more increase here in 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to transition right to some jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Again, start nice and slow here. We are going to increase that pace again. 3, 2, 1, and increase. Moving a little bit quicker. We're going to get one more increase here. 3, 2, 1. Really push it. Try to move nice and quick, almost as quick as we can. Three, 2, 1, and go ahead and relax right there. First dynamic stretch for us. We're going to be getting that lower body and upper body connected. Back knee is going to come all the way down. Push that hip forward for a hip flexor stretch. And then we're going to add a big reach as high as we can go and as far back as we can go. From there, bring the arms down. Pop back up, switch out to that other side. Again, really focus on getting that hip flexors first. Add that reach overhead and then far back behind. We're going to go until we hit 5 on each side. Be very conscious of what we're doing with that upper body. Make sure we're not leaning back here, only reaching those arms back as far as we can. Goal should really be to get that reach a little bit higher, a little bit further back each time here. Should also really feel that hip flexor stretch increase as we add that reach. Perfect. Once we hit 5 on each side there, we're going to go to that walkout to push up with that pike hold. So I want you guys to get a little bit wider in that foot position first. We're going to come over, walk our hands out, get down for that push up. And then again, as we come back up, press those hips up into the air, press that chest through towards the ground, hold for about 3 seconds, get that stretch, come back down for another rep. Again, we're going to go 5 here. Again, once we hit that 5th, we're just going to walk those arms all the way back up. Perfect. From here, we're going to go into a bent over position. This is actually going to be one of our exercises later on. So we're going to go in that bent over position. So tension is going to be in our hamstrings, a little bit through the hips. From here, we're going to make sure that our thumbs are pointing to the outside of our body. From here, we're going to reach up for that T, come back in. All right, we're going to go 5 reps here. So we're going straight out to the side. Really think about squeezing that upper back and shoulder blades together at that top position. We're going to go 5 reps. Once we hit that 5th, we're going to go about 45 degrees out. So now we're in that wide position. Again, 5 reps here. Want to make sure we're going nice, slow, and controlled with those arms. Again, once we hit that 5th, last one here is going to go directly out front for that I position. And again, once we hit that 5th, coming back up. Perfect. Last thing here, we're going to get right to some stretches. We're going to throw that arm directly across the chest, pulling it in by that elbow. Should have a nice stretch on the back of the shoulder. Just focus on nice deep breaths here, really controlling. 3, 2, 1. Switch out to that other side here. Three, 2, 1, and release. From here, coming back to that first arm, we're going behind the head, pulling it in by that elbow here. Again, make sure we're standing up nice and tall. We don't want to be hunched over here. And then again, giving this elbow a good pull, like we're trying to get it to our other ear. Should be feeling a really nice stretch on that tricep or back of the arm. 3, 2, 1. Again, switch out to the other side, same thing. Three, 2, 1, and relax right there. Perfect. Last one for us. Again, we're going to go arms in the low of our back. So those knuckles should be pressing in. From here, we're going to interlock those fingers. From here, we're going to pull those elbows back, make that chest nice and big, and then I want you guys to try to reach those hands away from that lower back. Should be getting a really nice stretch to our chest, a little bit through the shoulders. If you can't get your hands off your lower back, don't worry. Just again, think about moving those hands. Should really get that stretch still. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up our warm-up for now. I want you guys to stretch anything else that you might need. Just to go over equipment one more time, preferably if we have some medium to light weights. That's really all that we're going to need for this. Other than that, just make sure that we have some water nearby and some space to move. All right, I'm going to start walking you guys through what the workout is going to look like. So with our upper body and core class today, we're going to have 3 different sets of exercises. Each set is going to have 3 different exercises in them. For our work to rest ratios, we're going to go 45 seconds of work. So unless there is a given tempo or hold, I want you guys to think about how many reps you can get in within reason, within controlling that weight. All right. So our first exercise here, again, 45 seconds, just thinking about how many reps we can get in. We're going to stand nice and tall here, just like we did with that warm-up, with that hold. But we're just going to come over, walk our hands out here, go down for the push-up, and then walk our hands right back up. Okay? Again, I'll go right back down, push up, walk right back up. I'm just trying to get as many reps in there as I can in that 45 seconds. If you need to drop down onto the knees for the push-up portion, feel free. But I do want you guys to try to walk those hands out, take nice small steps with your hands, and always think about pushing that ground away as much as possible. All right, really activating the shoulders. All right. After that, again, a quick 15-second rest following that 45 seconds of work. Our next exercise is going to be a bench over row, and we're going to add a 3-second pause at that top position. So, grabbing those weights here. Again, we want to be in that bench over position. Slightly soften the knees. Put the hips back. In that bench over position from here, we're going to row up. Again, 1, 2, 3, come back down, right back up. All right, again, 3-second hold, come back down, and again, getting as many reps in as we can. If we need to take a rest, try to stay in that position. Again, core is nice and tight that entire time, but again, just let those arms hang if you need to get a little bit of rest in that 45 seconds. All right, Last exercise is going to be for our core. We're going to be coming onto our back on the ground. We're going to be doing a leg raise into a toe touch. So what it's going to look like, arms are going to be just right by our face. What I want you guys to do, start with your legs barely hovering above the ground, toes coming towards you, lock those knees out. We're going to raise our legs up as far as we can, and then from here, crunch up, touch the toes, come back down. All right, so on this portion, I'm really thinking about raising my chest up towards my knees, getting as high as I can. You should really feel that core get nice and tense. And again, just alternating between those two for 45 seconds. Try to take as limited rest as possible, right? So that'd be about 3 minutes of work. We're going to repeat that for about 3 rounds. So it'll be about a total of 9 minutes of work. We'll get about 2 minutes rest, and I'll walk you guys through the next 3 exercises for that second set, all right? I'm going to give you guys about 30 more seconds. If you need to grab any water, grab any more equipment or anything, and we'll get started, all right? All right, guys, let's get back to our area. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Again, start with that walkout to push up. 45 seconds, getting as many reps in as we can here. Just really focus on pushing that ground away the whole time with our arms. Also taking nice small steps with our hands here. I like to think about going palm to fingertips. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, we can also switch up the grip each time we go down for that push-up. Maybe go a little bit wider, maybe going a little bit more closer. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, we're going to stay up top here, grabbing those weights, going for that bench over row with a 3-second pause at that top position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, make sure we have that tension in our hips and our hamstrings, so we're not feeling that low back. Core should be nice and tight here. Make sure we're squeezing those shoulder blades together, keeping those elbows nice and tight to our body. Got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Throw those weights to the side. We're going to be coming down onto the ground here. Again, leg raise into a toe touch. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, legs are going to be hovering above the ground. Try not to touch. And then get that chest as high as off the ground as we can for that toe touch. Great job, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, so that is round 1 down. Again, we got 2 more to get through before we get to rest. So we're popping back up. We're going right back to that walkout push-up exercise. 3, 2, 1, and go. And rest right there. Sorry about that. We went about 2 seconds over. Really got into that one. All right, coming back to that bent over row. 3-second pause. 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep working. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Again, coming back onto the ground here. Leg raise into the toe touch. 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep working, about 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Whew. All right, again, last round here. After this, we'll get some good rest, and I'll walk you guys through what the next set is going to look like. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. And as long as we have that control, you can try to add a little bit more speed. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're done with that exercise. Coming back to that bent over row. 3-second pause. 3, 2, 1, and go. Seconds. Three, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Coming on to our back. Last exercise here. We'll get some good rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. Fifteen seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, we're done with our first set. Again, we're going to get about 2 minutes rest here. I want you guys to keep moving. Try to walk around, stretch if you need to. But again, try not to sit down. All right? Again, I'm going to grab a little bit of water and then we'll start walking you guys through the next set. All right, so first exercise here. Again, same thing, essentially what we just did, but we are going to be just switching up the 3 exercises. So first one, again, 45 seconds of work here. As long as you guys have that control, I want you guys to get as many reps in as we can. We're going to go with a bicep curl to an overhead press. So a little key thing here, I like to, again, just like that bent over position, have soft knees, but really tighten those hips up. And from here, we're going to curl and press. All right, that's just going to help engage that core a little bit more. We do want to be squeezing those abs, but again, getting as many reps in as we can there instead of just being locked out. All right, I want you guys to try that. Biggest thing there is making sure that as we're curling, we don't want to be leaning too far forward, but we also don't want to lean back to press. All right, so this is the position, and again, we're just curling and pressing, staying nice and straight with that torso, all right? From there, just like I said, from that warm-up, we're going to be doing that alternating Y, or T, Y, and I. So back in that bent over position, again, thumbs are going pointed out. We're going to go T, come back in nice and slow, Y, come back in, and then I, all right? And now we'll just go right back to that T, and then that Y, and that I. Again, just repeating that cycle. Now, if you have some very light weights, like maybe like a 2, 3, or 5 pound, you can make this one a little bit more intense. Personally, I think if you go nice and slow, keep that about 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down tempo, you're really going to get those shoulders burning, especially by the end of the 45 seconds, all right? But again, if you're not feeling enough, feel free to add a little bit more weight there. Just make sure that we're controlling it and not using that momentum. For our core exercise, we're going to be coming back onto the ground here for some heel touches. So we're going to have our knees bent. I want you guys to think about getting those heels or ankles as close to your hips as you can. From here, we're going to initiate this by picking our chest up, again, getting as high as we can off the ground, so our shoulder blades should not be touching. And then from here, I'm just going to go to the side, get really tight in that oblique, and then just go right to that next side. All right, so a lot of times people do these as fast as you can. I want you guys to, again, keep that about 2 seconds to each side. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so nice and controlled there. All right, so again, that is going to be our next set. Again, we're going to repeat that for a total of 3 rounds, so about 9 more minutes. We'll get some more rest, and then we got 1 more set. All right, I want you guys to get back to that area. We're going to get started in about 15 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, starting bicep curl press. And again, take that little tip, so soften the knees, tighten the hips, tight abs, curl to press. Again, nothing else should be moving except for those arms. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Again, we are going to be staying up. We're going back to that bent over position with that T, Y, and I. 3, 2, 1, and go. Get nice, slow, and controlled with those arms. Should really be getting nice and hot now. About 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Here we're coming back down for those heel touches. 3, 2, 1, and go. Get nice and slow here. Good job. We have about 15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. All right, great job, guys. We're going to be coming back up, going right back to that curl to press. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now 15 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Dropping those weights down. Coming back to that bent over T, Y, and I. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Again, we're going to be coming back onto the ground here. Here we go with our heel touches. 3, 2, 1. Get nice control here as well. We're about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, last exercise or last round here. Again, we'll get some good rest, and then we got one more set. Here we go. Coming back to that bicep curl to press. 3, 2, 1, and go. working, almost there. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, little man? All right, coming back to our bent over T wide eye. Say hi to everybody. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, nice control here. Luke, can you jump? Jump. Almost. Keep working. We got about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right. Shoulders should have a nice pump going now. Again, last exercise here, coming back down for those heel touches. We'll get some good rest after this. 3, 2, 1, and go. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, great job, guys. Again, 2 minutes rest here. We got one more set to make it through. For this last set, we do only have 2 rounds instead of the 3. All right. So again, grab some water if you need it. Stretch. Try to keep moving. But again, I'm going to start walking you guys through what this last set's going to look like. All right, so since we only have 2 sets, I do want you guys to make sure that we're going to be alternating, mainly just for this first exercise. We're going to stay all on one side for it. So we're going to be doing a concentration curl. So what it's going to look like, we're going to come down into a lunge position. That back knee is going to be all the way on the ground. So feel free to grab a pillow or something if we need to get a little bit more cushion back there. From there, whichever leg is forward, that same arm is going to have the weight in it. What I want you guys to do is slightly lean in so that elbow is going to be supported by that leg. So now it's all your muscle versus that weight, all right? And again, nice controlled here. We're going to go about 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Again, all on one side for that 1 round. If you need to rest, just let that arm hang here. Try not to drop the weight, okay? Obviously, for that second round, make sure that we switch the side out, same exact thing, all right? For our second exercise, we're going to be doing a tricep extension. Now, I'm going to give you guys a couple different ways that we can do this. So, one here is that bent over row essentially position. So we're going to be here. We're going to row those weights up, and then we'd extend out. Okay. Now again, 45 seconds. I know is a long time. Another great way to do this would be I like to come down onto the knees again. We're going to have that weight behind our head, and then from here extend out. All right, and then last way would be coming onto our back here for that skull crusher. All right, so elbows stay right where they are. We're just extending out. And again, if you guys wanted to go one side here, just like we did for that first exercise, again, just make sure that we alternate out. So again, your choice of those 3 different options for the tricep extension. And like I said, you can either do both rounds or pick one and switch the side out, just like we did for that first exercise with that concentration curl. Last exercise here for our core, we're going to be doing a rolling plank. So 2 different options here. We can go full plank here, roll on the feet, open up, big reach, come back down, switch out to that other side. All right, big thing here, especially on the side, is keeping those hips up as high as we can get. Other option here is you're going to be coming onto the elbows Again, same thing. We don't want those hips sagging. We want those hips as high as we can get. Come back nice and straight. And then again, nice and high for that rolling plank. All right. Again, only 2 rounds here. Make sure we alternate those sides. After that, we'll get our cool down stretch in. All right. You guys are almost done. We got about 15 seconds. And we're going to get started with that concentration curl. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, totally up to you on which side you want to start with. Just want to make sure that that arm is nice and straight, supported by that knee, or on the inside of that thigh. And again, about 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Great job. From here, again, your choice of tricep extension. I'm going to be going with the skull crushers both at the same time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, think about having those arms right where they are, just bending at the elbow. Obviously, making sure that we're not going to be dropping that weight on our face. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, throwing those weights to the side. Again, coming to that rolling plank from here. Try to keep moving that whole entire time. If it gets too difficult, try to hold that plank in the middle. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. About 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Woo. All right, coming back for that first exercise, concentration curl. Again, guys, last round here. We're almost done. Just make sure that we switch that arm out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Fifteen seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, coming back for that tricep extension. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, we are done with our weights. Last exercise here. That rolling plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, keep those hips nice and high, especially on that side. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax right there. Whew. Great job, guys. I'm going to give you guys a quick 30-45 seconds. Catch your breath, grab some water, and we're going to get started with our cool down stretch. All right, you guys, let's start getting back to our area. Again, cool down stretch. We're going to do this nice and quick. First thing here, just like what we did for our warm-up. Again, throwing that arm across the chest, pulling in by that elbow. Should be getting a really nice stretch. Try to get a little bit more pull. Increase that stretch as we go. 3, 2, 1. Swapping that arm out, same thing on that other side here. And squeeze that arm in a little bit harder as we hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. From here, going with that tricep stretch. Again, arm behind our head, pulling in on that elbow again. Make sure we're standing up nice and tall, head's nice and straight. Three, 2, 1. Switching out to that other side. Three, 2, 1. Perfect. Last stretch for us here. If you guys can get near our wall, we're going to go into a lunge position. We want to make sure that arm is directly out on that wall. From here, we're going to bend that front knee a little bit, lean forward, and then I want you guys to think about leaning that chest diagonally into that wall. Make sure this other shoulder is not coming in. We want to be opening that chest up, pulling that shoulder back. All right, you should have a really good stretch in that shoulder. Through the chest and even through the bicep here, all right? And again, as we're going, I want you guys to add a little bit more pressure with our body weight, add a little bit more stretch. 3, 2, 1, backing off. We're going to switch out to that other side. Three, 2, 1. All right. That is all that I got for you guys today. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, happy Monday. Hopefully you guys go crush the rest of your day. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow for our cardio boot camp workout. Enjoy.